This is, of course, the scene of last night's fatal gas leak at an informal settlement in Angelo Park. This was in Boksburg. And our reporter, Molemo Waone Motwa, is there for the latest. Molemo, let's begin by just clarifying the number of fatalities, because we've got a little bit of a confusion here as to whether it was 24 individuals and lives that have been lost, or is it 16? Perhaps you can confirm the number at this point. Good morning to you.
Good morning, and indeed we are in Boksburg, just at the entrance of the informal settlement where the gas incident has happened. As you recall, that this comes 6 months after the Christmas Eve gas tanker explosion in Boksburg, where we saw many lives being lost and scores left injured. But then, as you have just said, according to the Ekurhuleni Emergency Services, what we now know is that 24 people have lost their lives. And as I can just, step out of the picture just for my colleague Tabiso Rapakwana to show you around here, the area, there's still a lot of activity going on here from last night, and we also understand that the emergency services officials are still here, combing the scene for more bodies, as we also, understand from the spokesperson of the Ekurhuleni Emergency Services that when the paramedics arrived at the scene last night, all of those who were affected by the gas had already died, and that there were no people who were receiving medical treatment. And what we also have heard or understand is that it's alleged illegal miners living amongst this community, clean and refine their gold using gas cylinders. But this time, the gas cylinders, have leaked, resulting in the people who were sleeping suffocating. So it's reported that bodies of women and children, among those that have lost their lives, were lying around here last night, in different parts of the settlement close to where the leak happened. But as it is now, we actually are just outside of the informal settlement. We have not yet gotten inside. We understand some officials, including the mayor, will be here soon this morning, and perhaps that's when all the people who are here, including some of colleagues from other media houses, will then be able to be taken inside the informal settlement.
All right, Molemo, thank you very much. We'll cross over to you again once we start seeing more people arriving, and certainly a devastating scene at the moment. And just to confirm, that death toll is indeed 24 people that have died from that gas explosion out in Boksburg. Just a terrible, terrible story. And as you heard from Molemo, a lot of young children and women are part of this, mostly of the deaths there.